Hello and welcome to Lee Can Cook. Today we're going to be cooking for the layman. We have with us a lovely studio audience. Can I hear you, audience? Can I hear you? Yeah. That's very nice.
We love you!
Alright, and we might have some participation later on, but for now we're going to go right into our first thing. What we're doing first today is we're making a salad. Salad for the layman, alright? First thing you need is a bowl. Any size bowl will do. A cucumber. It can be as long as you want it to be. Doesn't matter. We have some lettuce, a head of lettuce. I got some lettuce right here. Everything is pre-washed, by the way. We have mushrooms, which are pre-washed, and we have pepper, which is already done. And of course, my favorite, what I love, I like fat-free Italian dressing. I choose Ken's Steakhouse. Whatever. Use whatever you want. Put that over there for now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, just chop it up. And you chop it the right way. Chopping is definitely an intricate part of the cooking experience. If you cut things up, it'll taste better. Now, first thing we have to do is cut this. So what we do is just chop it right in half. Perfect cut. Thank you very much.
Yeah!
Thank you. Now that you have it into nice little pieces, we've chopped up the lettuce. You see, if it's good lettuce, it'll come apart like this. See, nice crispy pieces. What you want to do is you want to put it in the bowl. Sprinkle in the bowl. Sprinkle. Sprinkling is good. Now, if you don't like pieces that big, what you can do is, here, I'll move the stuff aside so you can see. What you can do is you can actually take a knife and you can chop it.
Yeah!
You can cut it some more. Because no matter how big it is, size doesn't matter, because.
Yeah, man! Yeah! Hell yeah!
Now this lettuce, I'm going to put some lettuce in. I'm going to put a little more. There we go. See, very nice, very nice. This lettuce is giving me a hard time a little bit, but we're okay. See? See, very nice. Get your pieces of lemon, melon, whatever. Sorry, lettuce. We're going to do the lemon later. So we have this, which I'm cutting into tiny pieces. As you can see, the tiny pieces, I'm letting them just go in. Just nicely put them in. The next thing on our list is pepper. Pepper you can just, also chop in half. You can see, it's a good cut. It's a good cut, right in half. Now, the part of the pepper that you want is the outside. What you're going to do is you're going to cut off a nice piece. But see, this is a little too big for what I'm looking for. So what you're going to want to do is cut, good sized pieces. About, middle of the palm size piece. Something you could go like this and hold on to it. Now, as you can see, okay, so we're cutting this. We're cutting this and cutting little pieces. Now, I used a half pound of pepper to feed about 4 people. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a little bit right now. You can hear me cutting. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right here. I'm cutting. Now, if you want, you can use the inside of the pepper. Good hint for those people out there who are a little low on money. Use the inside of the pepper in your garden. Put it in the garden and make yourself some more pepper trees. It's very nice. Pepper bushes, I think. Now, also what we have here is the mushrooms, which, you can cut in half. What I do is cut the mushrooms in half. So I have pieces like this. See? Just like that. Just cutting them in half. See? Nice piece. Cutting them in half. Now what you can do is you can make quite a bit. You see, right now this is what we have so far. Keep cutting them, and you can put them in here. Now, you can use different seasoning. My mother uses paprika very much. Paprika, and we have other seasonings back here. We're going to use some sweet basil.
All right, basil.
sweet basil. Add the sweet basil right after you put in the last of your mushrooms, because the mushrooms soak up the basil. You see? Only a little. You might just want to tap it into your hand and sprinkle it in. Now, basil. Now, one other thing we use is oregano. Oregano leaves, though. Oregano leaves. I prefer the Shaw's brand because the Shaw's brand is just like the real thing, you know. So, have the leaf and put them in. Put all the seasoning in right after the mushrooms because the mushrooms again will soak up all the juices. Now, cucumber. Almost fell off the table there. We're okay. We're okay. Now the cucumber, what you want to do is cut into nice circles, nice circular things, and then cut those circles into fourths. So as you can see, we just cut it 1, 2, 3, 4. Now cut up about 4 pieces of the cucumber to allow for easy gullet swallowing. Because if you cut it any thicker, see, like these pieces are too thick. Because if you swallow this, let's say your grandmother swallows it and you're cooking for her and she dies, it won't be very nice. Now what you want to do is sprinkle these in. And so once you're done, you want to shake the bowl, put your hand in, move it around, as long as you're the only one eating, unless there are other people eating, in which case you want to wear gloves, always for protection. Put a little bit more of this. I think I'm going to put a little more of everything in here. A little more of everything. Oh. So what do you guys think? Studio audience, who thinks today?
Yeah!
Thank you.
Amen.
Now, but who thinks? Does anybody know what type of salad is most eaten in the United States today? Yeah, go ahead. Chef salad. Yes, sir, yes. Greek salad. I'm sorry, it's actually
Antipasto, hey.
Caesar salad.
Oh.
Caesar salad. I don't know why. Now, what you want, if you want to, you can put some croutons in here, some stuff, you know. You can put some more vegetables in. You can put pretty much whatever you want. I mean, wherever the wind may take you, you know. I mean, it doesn't really, no one has any trouble. Studio audience, can I have somebody in studio audience? Yes, sir, you back there. Could you please bring up some croutons? Yeah! Yes! Hi, how are you?
Hello!
Thank you. And what's your name?
Matt?
Matt. And what kind of croutons did you bring for us today, Matt?
Garlic and onion.
Garlic and onion.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you, Matt. You can go back to your seat. We'll bring you up later for a little taste test. It's been
So, pleasure.
It's been lovely.
You are my
And your wife, too.
You're my Hi, honey. Hi, kids.
See? It's very nice. All sorts of people. See, and he doesn't know how to cook. So he's here to learn how to cook. See, he's smiling. All right. So we have our croutons. Now, these are very nice croutons. Look at these. These are the big croutons. Now, there are 2 types of croutons. There's the big kind and the small kind. The big kind is what they use on nice salads in fancy restaurants. In your home, many times people use the small kind, but beggars can't be choosers, so we're okay. So now we're just going to put a little more lettuce in here. A little more lettuce. I'm going to add a little more, some Greek feta. Here we go. This is very nice. There we go. Put a little in here. It's very nice. All right. And we're going to finish up with this. And here we go. 1 minute, please. I forgot one thing, though. Most important ingredient. Oh.
Yeah.
1 second, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Salad, folks. Salad. We'll be back in a minute. We're back. Salad was delicious. I hope in the break you had time to make one of your own. Now, sorry, we're going to make cookies. Who here likes cookies? Everybody loves cookies. Right? Well, today we have chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies have been a favorite in America for years. I remember my mother used to make me chocolate chip cookies. Now, in a chocolate chip cookie, you have many ingredients, which include chocolate flavored chips, which include a net of sugar, partially hydrogenated soybean and cottonseed oils, cocoa, anhydrous dextrose, alkali cocoa powder, sorbitan monostratate, polysorbate 60, soya lecithin, vanilla, sugar, enriched flour, blended wheat flour, niacin, reduced iron, and thymine mononitrate. Now, you could go out and get all those things, or you could just do what I do, and for the layman, which is us, get Shaw's brand chocolate chip cookies.
Shaw!
Now, take a clean knife, take your cylinder, and cut through the cylinder. Just cut straight down through the cylinder. Now, open it up just like this. You should have your dough straight in. Now, when opening a dough, you should have your pan right here. Now, I'm going to hold this here for a minute. And first you have to pan the pan. You have your pan. P-A-M, pan. Now, I have my pan right here. You see I use olive oil pan, which no-stick cooking spray, which allows the cookies not to stick to the pan. Now, what you want to do is hold this lightly but firmly in the whatever hand you're not using with this in it, and
Amen!
that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Thank you. Now put this down here, and what you want to do is you want to take these, and you want to form them. You want to form them. And put them down. And what you want to do is you want to rip this off and cut. Gingerly cut, not too much. Not too much. A little bit more. Take it like this. Whoops. Now, what you want to do is you want to cook it just enough so that the cookie dough turns into cookies. Now, does everybody here know how cookies are made? Anybody? Do you know where cookies come from?
No, please!
No, as my learned audience friend just said, cookies do not come from trees. Cookies come from Ohio.
Yeah!
Ohio
Please in Ohio!
Ohio is the place where most cookies are manufactured. The Hershey Company has a factory in Philadelphia, which is not in Ohio. Now, what you want to do is you want to spread these out. Spread your cookie wads around like this. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. First, wait. We'll be right back after these messages.
Yay! Yay!
Hi, welcome back to Cooking with Lee. Now that we've made our cookies and put them onto the pan, we had preset the oven for 350 degrees. Now we're going to take this pan and put them in the oven.
Do it!
Now, we're going to turn this.
Excuse me, Lee, do you need some help?
Our problem was that the pan was too big for the oven, so we had to tilt it a little bit. Now we're going to set the oven for 13 minutes. And we'll start our next recipe after this. Thank you. Welcome back to Lee Can Cook.
Maury.
You might be asking me why I'm wearing this hat. I'll tell you why. It's in honor of these little fellas. Grapes. The grape farmers of New Zealand wear these hats in order to keep out the sun from burning their scalps as they harvest the many grapes which
Cross.
which we used. Yes, the grape cross. That's correct. Studio audience, who wants my hat? Who wants the hat? There we go. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Okay. Now we're using these.
I love you!
Thank you. We're using these grapes for a very special meal, which many of you have probably had many times before, just like everything else we've been having here. We're making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, folks. We're making jelly. Please, please. Now, you may get like your Smuckers, your stuff like that, you know, that different kinds of jelly. But today we're going to make our own jelly with these grapes, which I have in front of me. You know, see these grapes right here? Make sure we have them all in there. Now, put this aside for now. Now, what you can do is you can use your average mallet. I prefer the perforated mallet. Serrated mallet. It looks like cleats. One side is flat, the other side, you know, hurts. So take the hurting side and stomp. Take the hurting side and stomp. Now you want to keep doing this. You want to just keep, you know, doing this. You want to keep going. And rather than just smack at it, you might just want to do this. Oh yeah. Oh, Niagara. Okay, take this. Put it in the cup. Squish it up. Squish it real good. I mean, if you have to, even do this. You see, you gotta do this. Just get the juice from it. Squeeze all the water right out. Squeeze all the water out. Take it again. Squeeze all the water out. And what you're left with is jelly. Now, personally, what you can do is actually you have to take this jelly. I'm kidding. It's not really jelly yet. What you gotta do is you gotta mash it up a little bit more. Now, we don't have time to mash it up right now. And what I did earlier is I made some more prior to this engagement. And this is what it looks like. It's nice. It has it has, you know, you can see the whole pieces of grape right there. See that piece right there? Oh, you missed it. There's a piece right there. See, and now, what you want to do is you're going to want to take that this jelly, as it is, jelly jam, whatever. Then you're going to want to take your Skippy peanut butter. I prefer creamy. You might like crunchy, chocolatey. I'm kidding, it's not chocolatey. What am I talking about? Anyway, take a knife and take your favorite kind of bread. My favorite kind of bread is granola. Granola. It's moist. It's natural. Oh, wait, hold it. Let's go over here. Many of you might remember that we had our cookies in here. Oh, these are beautiful. Wait till you see these cookies. Wait till Let's look at these cookies. Oh, studio audience, look at these cookies.
Yeah.
Woo!
These
They're
are
not done!
They're not done yet. Studio audience, we're almost done. We're almost done. Make sure this is off. Make sure this is off. Oh, look at these. Aren't these beautiful? Now set these cookies, as I said before, you're going to make your cookies. Set these to the side to cool for later. Anyway, we're going to leave this here for now, right in the middle, so you can all watch them cool down. Now, anyway, back to the granola. Moist and natural bread. It's the original, and it's a good source of fiber. Now, personally, I hate these pieces. Don't you all hate these top pieces? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take two pieces. Now, I'm going to take these two pieces, which are now soaking in the jelly, which I'm going to wipe off. Alright, here we go. Now, Now we begin the rather simple process of, first you always start with your peanut butter. Because if you have any problems with the peanut butter spreading on the bread, you know, chopping it up, you'll know immediately that you have problems and get another piece of bread. Now, what you want to do is take this peanut butter and smooth it. Just spread it out. You know, I mean, it might be hard at first, but it's like riding a bike. You know, you get it all in good time. So you just spread it, spread it, spread it. Don't rush. Spread it, spread it, spread it. Isn't that nice, studio audience? Don't you love that?
Yeah.
That's right. All right. Now that we've spread it, see, pretty much covering. You want to pretty much cover the entire surface with a nice thin sheet of peanut butter. Now, put the peanut butter down. Take this. Wash it up. Okay. Just a little cut. All right. And wipe it off. Now we're going to take the jelly that we've made previously. Remember? We're going to take that, a good heaping spoonful, and just dribble it on. Just dribble it on. And you can always add more later, so you can see the chunks. See the chunks of the grapes, which we put on there. Now, add a little more onto here. A little more. There we go. We're spreading it around. And we take it, simply take the two halves and put them together. Now, thank you very much. This is peanut butter and jelly sandwich, folks. We'll be back after these messages. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're back. Oh, we forgot to do something. Let me do this quick. Let's see. Our cookies are done, as we said before. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Maybe in the studio, I'd just like to... right there, sir. You with the crazy hat. Yes, you. Yes. Would you like a cookie, sir?
Yes.
Here, why don't you have this one right here? Careful, they're hot. They're hot. Why don't you try to tell me how it tastes, sir? How is it?
Awesome.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. We'll make the rest of these for you later on, sir. Now, our next project involves, it's called rigatoni e la mozzarella, which, in layman's terms, is macaroni and cheese. Okay, let's hear it for macaroni and cheese. All right, that's good, thank you. Thank you very much time. Now, we've had this water boiling here already, so we're going to take macaroni, and we're going to dump the macaroni in, slowly. Now, we're going to get a stir thing, spoon. We're going to stir. Now, be sure to stir every 3 minutes, if not more. And make sure all the macaroni gets into the free pot. Now, we're using a 4-gallon pot here. It looks a lot smaller because it's on the television, but trust me, it is 4 gallons. But we're going to make only 2 servings of this macaroni and cheese. So you can see the macaroni and the cheese is right there. Now, what you're going to want to do is, while this is cooking in between, you're going to want to take a pair of scissors and your all-natural powdered cheese and cut at an angle like that. See? Very nice. And leave that for later on. Be sure to throw out your trash. Now, what you're going to want to do is have this ready. Stir again. All right. Almost ready. You want to have some milk and you want to have some butter. Now, butter is essential to the cooking process because it draws the moisture out of the cheddar. You also want to have a strainer. You also want to have a strainer for the for the macaroni salad. Macaroni. It's not macaroni salad. I'm sorry. Just for the macaroni. Just for that. Stir it up. Stir. Keep stirring. Hot. Hot. It's very hot. Now. Just need a strainer now. A strainer, and you want to cook it for about. You want to cook it for about. Let it boil. Boil for 8 to 10 minutes, which it says on the box which I made. Now, I'm going to stir again. It's been about 5 minutes so far, and we're going to get the strainer now. I'm getting my strainer. We have our strainer here. Strainer. Now what you want to do is you might want to, I don't know. You might want to, I'm losing my thoughts here. I'm sorry. You might want to take your strainer and just have it out, by your workstation while you're doing this. Now, all right. These are almost ready. Give about 3 more minutes. And during these 2 minutes, I'd like to talk about the history of cooking. Now, cooking has been around for many years. Since the dawn of man, man has cooked. Cooking, I don't think, would be possible without the fact that fire has always been an intricate part of the cooking experience. Now, anyway, I believe this is done now. Now you're gonna don't forget to turn this off. You're gonna take your strainer, take the moisture, and dump. Now, what you want to do is you're gonna, you have stuff in the strainer. You're gonna shake it around. I burned my hand on the heat. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna put it back in this bowl over here. Make sure you get everything out of there, and put the macaroni in. Put this back over here. Don't spill though. Spilling is bad. Now you're gonna take some of this. Take some of this butter. Put it in there. You're gonna stir that around. Take your cheese and mix it around, just like this. And then take a little milk, not too much, just enough. I just splashed it on. I'm sorry, folks. And mix it. Just mix. Mix. You want to mix it until you can't see any more of the butter or any more of the cheese in chunks. Chunks are bad. See? Just like that. I'm going to do a little more. Sorry, a little more. See how that tastes? Pretty good. It's a little milky. Because I put a little too much milk in, but still, you can feel that the flavor is just wanting to jump out. So you can see, I don't know if you can see, it sort of looks like cereal actually, because I put too much milk in. But this is good stuff. Next up, grilled cheese. Alright, we're back. Right now we have a special guest with us. His name is Harry Josephus. And he works in a New Orleans deli making grilled cheese. Cheese, grilled cheese, that's right. And here he is now. Here he is now, Harry. Come on out, man. Come on out. The audience.
Joe.
Harry, all right.
I'm fine. How are you, Lee?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. It's good to see you. I'm going to step aside and let Harry show you how to cook the grilled cheese.
As you know, I'm Harry Josephus.
Josephus.
And I'm here to teach you how to cook grilled cheese. Now, we're just going to get some bread. No, that's not bread. Lee, where'd you put the bread? Where'd you put the bread, Lee?
The bread? I'm back, everybody.
Hey, yeah.
The bread is up here.
Oh, thank you.
In the bread drawer.
Here
That's
it
what
is.
happens when other people use your kitchen.
This is
Sorry,
granola bread. I never used this kind before, but we'll see how it turns out. I'm sure it'll be fine. If Lee uses the bread, it must be good bread. Now, we start here by turning the pan on, and we gotta heat the pan up. It's really hot. You melt a lot of butter in the pan, and you can't put the grilled cheese in until the butter starts sizzling. All right? Now, what you want to do with your pieces of bread here is also butter each side of the bread. A lot of butter on the grilled cheese. A lot of butter. Can never have too much butter. There you go. Just butter that on there. Lather it up with butter. As you can see, I got my butter sizzling, and it looks almost ready to cook. Now, as you can see, there's something missing from my grilled cheese, and that would be cheese. Ladies and gentlemen, cheese. Cheese is a very important part of the grilled cheese. Now, you want 2 pieces of cheese, 1 for each piece of bread to make your grilled cheese. And now, what you do is put the first slab of bread in the center of the pan. Let it cook. Take your piece of cheese, put it right on the bread like that.
Josephus.
You take your second piece of cheese and cover whatever bread is bare, without cheese. And then you cover the cheese with your other slab of bread. You let it simmer for a while. And now, the next important item is a spatula, which I have right here.
Now, Harry, do you butter both sides of the bread, or do you butter just one side?
Both sides are
Both
buttered.
sides are buttered.
Buttered very nicely, and the pan is buttered.
I see.
Everything has to be buttered. Butter, butter, butter.
And about how long do you keep it on each side of the bread?
Alright, now, you want to keep it here until the cheese is melted, because it's very tough to flip this bread if the cheese is not melted, because this piece can fall right off, and
I see.
the cheese will be touching the pan.
So you butter the inside of the bread also, correct?
No, the inside of the bread is not buttered. See, no butter, butter, alright?
Oh, I see.
Inside is not buttered.
Huh.
Now, you have to wait for the cheese to melt. Every so often,
I'll get out of your way, Harry.
you can sneak a peek at the bottom, see if it's getting cooked up. Oh, it is. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Now, you don't want this piece of bread too blackened. Just a light browning on the bread, because the charcoal, you just don't want that on there. Now, you just cook that right up. And anytime you're down in New Orleans, just come visit my diner.
What's it called, Harry?
Harry Josephus's place.
Josephus.
Called Harry Joe's for short.
Do you have any other specialties besides grilled cheese there?
I can make a pretty nasty omelet too, but I'm just going to stick with the grilled cheese for now. That's all I have time for today. Because I got to get back to my diner, and
That's true.
I can't have it closed for too long or go out of business.
You keep going.
Alright. This looks about ready to be flipped. There it is. Oh yeah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now you see this bread, how it's a little brown on top? That's perfect grilled cheese color right there. That's what you want, grilled cheese.
Now, Harry, can you use any type of bread for this?
Any type is fine. I prefer white bread. But on my menu, you can have rye grilled cheese, you know, also you can have white grilled cheese.
Can I have
you
a
can have
bulky
marble grilled cheese.
Marble grilled
You can have a bulky roll. Yeah, you can have it on bubki if you want. We have bubki grilled cheese, too.
Would my bubby like the bubky?
Maybe. Bubbies usually like bubki.
I'll leave you alone, buddy. Tell you.
All right, thanks. And now, after both sides are nice and brown, as you see here, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful. And the cheese is melted. You are done with the grilled cheese.
I'll
Take
play
it up,
Harry.
man. Thank you, Lee. Put it in the plate. It's beautiful. It's very hot. Be careful.
Would anyone from our audience care to
Yeah.
try this?
Anybody want to sample my grilled cheese?
Perhaps, yes, you young lady.
Hey.
Our first female guest.
Here you go.
Our first
Here you
female.
go, ma'am. Try some of the grilled cheese. How is it? How is it?
Delicious.
Delicious. Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Harry. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Lee.
It's been nice to see
appreciate
you.
having you on my show.
Say hello to Marge.
I will. Thank you. Goodbye.
That was Harry Josephus, and as you saw, he made this amazing grilled cheese sandwich. Now, we'll be right back. Hi, we're back. We're back. Now for our big project of the day. Our big project today is baking the proverbial cake. Except here, it's a real cake. It's a yellow cake mix. Hopefully it comes out looking like this, at least mildly. Now, stay with me here. Our ingredients are going to be, you need cake mix, which comes in the box. Right here. You're going to need 3 eggs, water, and oil. We'll tell you how much in a couple minutes. Now, first thing you want to do is get a pan that you're going to cook your cake in, and get some vegetable oil. Get some vegetable oil. Right. Open the vegetable oil. Have some sort of glove. I'm using this. It's just a plastic bag. I'm going to put it in here. And then just put a little bit in, and spread it around. Just smear it. Smear it all around. Grease the pan up good. Now, once you're done greasing up the pan, grease them up. Grease them up. It gives for a better cake. It gives for better anything when you grease something up. Okay, anyway. Now, you take this inside out. Hands all clean. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to take this pan that we just did this in, put it to the side, and take a mixing bowl. Our mixing bowl is just a nice big bowl. Now, what we want to do is we're going to blend these things into our mixing bowl. We're going to blend. Our cake mix goes in first. Make sure you get all of it, because you don't want your cake to be too small, right? Yeah, that's right. Now, you got your cake mix. Now, what you want to do is you want to make a Mount Kilimanjaro thing. Make a little hole in the middle. Put the eggs, for the eggs to crack into. See? Take the eggs. Right in the middle. Take the egg. Right in the middle. Take the egg. Right in the middle. For those of you who didn't count, that was 3 eggs. Now, always wash your hands after handling eggs, because salmonella will kill you. You at home, you people at home should use soap. I forgot where I put mine. Now, anyway. Now take your measuring cup and get 1/3 cups of water. 1 1/3 cups of water. 1 and 1 fraction line, 3 cups of water. There's 1 cup. And a third. Now take the same measuring cup. Make sure you shake it out nice and good. Take the same vegetable oil you used before. Make sure it's vegetable oil, please, folks. Cooking oil of some sort. Yeah. Save the rainforest. Now, anyway.
All right.
Folks, I'm sorry. I just messed up. I thought you also needed 1 1/3. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I thought you needed 1 1/3 cups of cooking oil. You only need a third. So, anyway, go over here and dump it back in. 1/3 cups. Now that you're done with that, you're going to want to blend it around. Just blend it. Blend it. Not with this, though. You're going to want to use the executive blender. Now, see that? Now what you want to do is you want to put it in, but when you take it out, do not leave it on, folks, because you'll have it all over your kitchen. Now, put it in, and start her up. Now, you're going to want to do this for about 2 minutes. But only 2 minutes if you have an electric one, or 450 strokes by hand. Now, I hope someone in the audience is timing me. Is someone in the audience timing me? For, we're going on about 1.5 minutes right now. We want to get about 1.5 minutes after this point. Now, the reason we beat the batter is because you want to make all the lumps disappear. Because no one likes a lumpy cake. Now, I'm just going to stop this for a minute just to talk to you a little bit about lumpy cake. Now, my mother died because she ate lumpy cake. One of the lumps from the cake got lodged right here, this area, okay? So now what we're going to do is make sure all the lumps are gone. Again, 2 minutes with an electric one, 450 strokes by hand if you're doing it with just the regular beater. Yeah, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pour it into the pan after your 2 minutes are up. My audience will tell me when my 2 minutes are up. Not up yet, I guess. And make sure you get all around the pan. Up, down, all around. That's where your pan can be found. The lumps are almost out. Not quite, but almost, as you see. Now it looks to me like all the lumps are out. We're going to have a member of our studio audience come up and just make sure all the lumps are out. How about you, young lady? Yeah! There you go. Now, does this look like the lumps are out of here?
You're doing a good job.
Doing a good job, so that's good. We can pour it into the pan now, you think?
Yep.
All right, good. Thank you. You can go take your seat. Just trying to do, shake whatever you, just shake it. Zip up. Now, what you want to do is you want to open your oven, make sure that everything's heating up okay, and we're going to take this and put it into the pan. Now, make sure that everything, now pour it in, excuse me, pour it in. Don't cough in this. Just keep going. Now, funny story while I'm doing this. I was writing a letter to my grandmother yesterday, and it just wasn't legible. I just couldn't read it, you know. And now, the letter said to pretty much, you know, always remember to her house had just recently burned down because she left appliances in, and so what actually? Oh, guess what? On the topic of that letter, let's unplug the mixer.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, see this? You want to get most of this stuff out. You scrape it. Do not lick the batter. The batter won't like that. You're getting too friendly with the baseball players. I'm kidding. It's disgusting. Don't lick the batter, batter. To make the batter better, she used a better butter with the batter, better. Sorry. Now that we have this all in our pan, I'm going to go back and bake. Put this in the oven at you should have already preheated your oven to 350 degrees. If you have not already done so, then do so and just wait a little while until it's preheated. Open up your oven. Pick up your cake box. Take your pan and stick it in. Now you're going to want to leave it in for about 35 to 40 minutes. So while we're doing that, we're going to come back to another project after this. Thank you very much. Woo! Hi. Our cake is still cooking, and so what we're going to do is we're going to make something in the middle right now. We're going to make an omelet. I've always liked omelets. We're going to make a nice omelet. This omelet's going to include, it's going to have some mushrooms in it. Mushrooms and cheese. I feel that the injuring of animals is an evil thing. And not going to put any meat in this omelet. No meat in this omelet, all right? Because I think that the cows should live. Thank you. But anyway, I think that we have our pan, it's already heating up. What we're going to do is we're going to take our 2 eggs and break them in a separate container. Put them in this container. Add a little water. Just a little. That's good. A little water. There's a reason for adding the water. Because I want to. Now so you're going to keep doing this. Mix thoroughly. Now, take a little butter, a little bit, and butter the pan. Not too much because you don't want the butter to burn. Now, take your eggs. Just let them go. Right into the pan. Perfect. Now we're going to put some mushrooms on this. So what you want to do is you want to get your knife, a different knife, and cut it into thin pieces. We're only going to use one. I'm going to cut this into really tiny pieces, in fact. It's really, really tiny pieces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these tiny pieces and we're going to put them on. Put them on. I'm going to do that. A little bit like that. I'm going to put the cheese on. Add our cheese onto it. I don't know how good this is going to come out, folks, because I made this a little too hot at first. Get a little bit on. Maybe a little more of this, and a little more cheese. Because what's an omelet without cheese or anything on it? Eggs! Plain eggs, that's it. We're making an omelet here, folks. We're not making plain eggs.
Cheese!
Cheese to the rescue!
Rescue me!
Okay. We're going to take these. That was our studio audience, everybody, if you could hear that. Now continue to allow this to cook. Make sure it cooks evenly. Make sure it cooks nicely. Yeah. So guys, what do you think about this, huh? What do you like? Do you like mushrooms in this?
Yeah.
Do you like cheese?
Cheese.
Do you like meat on your omelets?
No.
That's right, you don't. That's right. That's my audience, folks. That's my audience. I love my studio audience. Now,
I love you.
now scoop it up. Make sure everything's on top of each other. This isn't going to be the most beautiful omelet either, so we're going to let this cook for a little while. All right, that's looking nice. It's actually just going to be a large mass of cheese with the mushroom. Can you see this, folks? This is nice, huh? Make sure you heat it all up real nice. Isn't that nice, folks? We're going to have Mike Kaplan come up here now to try this. Is that your name, sir? I heard it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah? How are you?
Nah, not too good.
You'd be dead after you try this. I mean, now,
Ah, yeah.
why don't you try this and tell us how this tastes. All right. Yeah.
That's good.
So you like that, Mike?
Awesome.
That was great, folks. That was great. Let's try this.
Thanks.
I'm gonna try a little bit.
That's good.
Hot. Oh, it's good though. It's good. Thank you, Mike. You can go back to your seat now. Thank you. And we'll be back in a little while with the cake. We'll check in on the cake a little bit later. All right? Thank you. We'll be back. Thank you. We're back for our final finishing touches. To put our final finishing touch on the cake, we have about let me see, about a minute left. So let's recap, shall we? We did the grilled cheese. We did the salad. Salad. We used our different greens in order to make the salad. We made an omelet using the cheese and the mushrooms. We made using the macaroni and cheese. We made the peanut butter and jelly, which are with our hand squashed jelly. We made our cookies from the cylindrical roll. We made a cake. So let's see if this cake is ready. Let's see. Oh, it is perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right. Turn our oven off. Open it up. We're going to do the toothpick check. No cakes on it, audience. Let's hear it. Yeah. Very nice. It's very nice. All right. So we're about ready. Remember that the cake pan will be very hot. Leave this open just to air out, or close it. Now, we're gonna do it. Let me show this to you. Show you our beautiful cake. Very nice, very nice. Now, take your vanilla frosting, or whatever type of frosting you wish. Take it. And put it on the big plate. Not this, by the way. Take this. Good. Now, first of all, you have to get a big plate. Now I have to find a big plate. My big plate, I'm sorry, my big plate is in one of these drawers. Give me a minute, please. I found a big plate. Another big plate. Now you're going to flip it upside down onto the, we're going to put it right there, right there, and we do this, of course, on a surface that we know we're going to get dirty because, heck, I'm probably not going to do this right the first time. And sticky cake, everybody! Now that you have your cake on here, now you take your frosting and smear. Just a light basting. Sort of like lathering up, in the morning before you shave. It's very nice. See that? That's very nice. Now I prefer the vanilla frosting because vanilla is my favorite frosting in the whole world. Does anybody in the audience prefer chocolate frosting?
No.
Anybody? Ooh. Oh, well, good, because we don't have any.
Yeah!
don't do this unless you're a trained expert, which, of course, I am. As a painter uses a blank palette in which to draw, so I use cake. There's my initials, if you can't see them, so I'm going to cover them over. And also do the sides of the cake. Be sure to do the sides of the cake. In fact, if you forget to, you're just a complete moron. Yeah. And there's our cake. That's our show for today. We appreciate you guys coming. Thank you, audience. We'd like everybody to come up and enjoy a piece of the cake. Come on up here. Come on up here. We're gonna have some cake. That's right. That's right. Harry, come on up.
Harry!
All right. Here we go. Here you go. Here's a piece of cake. Harry, here's a piece of cake.
Good.
Oh, this looks like one good piece
Good
of
work,
cake.
my friend.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
that's all right. Oh, thanks again for coming to Lee Can Cook.